محمد عليه سلام اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه سلام. He was respected, the most trustworthy of us all. We can never match him, but we try our best.
Arrived at your destination. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al-Ansar.
Everything Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam. Allahumma salli ala Mustafa Habibna Muhammad alayhi salam.
It is 12 minutes past 1 o'clock. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is the voice of Kelly Ramazani on a Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. But you're wondering, hey, isn't this Career Compass on a Thursday? How come? Well, it is official. We are now going to be on a Thursday, every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. Only on 90.4 FM if you are in Durban, on 5.6 FM if you're in PMB. That is Radio Al-Ansar. Anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. If you are new, I welcome you into my company. Thank you for choosing Radio Al-Ansar as your number one companion. But if you know the drill, you have been around and you understand what Career Compass is all about, I want to tell you that you are welcome too. But we're going to keep it real today. We're going to keep it light. We're going to keep it chilled because I want to know from you. What do you want to hear? What do you prefer to hear? Normally, Career Compass is a show dedicated towards careers, career advancement, soft skills, careers that do not require degrees that are on demand locally and globally, and so much more in all things career. But so for now, I've got quite a lot of ideas. I've got tons and tons of ideas, but I want to hear from you first. I need your approval. So do join in the discussion on 060-904-1056. Let me know, what would you like to hear every Thursday career-wise? Is there a certain career that you're more interested in? Is there a profession that you'd like to know? Is there somebody that you'd recommend? Talk to me on 060-904-1056. We are live on Facebook as well as YouTube. And shout out to Asif, who is the tech on duty. If you are at home chilling or you are at work, multitasking, listening to me as well as doing your work, or wherever you are, I welcome you into this show. And I want us to be buddies. So I'm going to leave the next few minutes to you. I'm going to dedicate the next few minutes to you. So send in those voice notes, send in those messages, call if you'd like. Feel free. It's every Thursday from today to the Thursdays to come. My name is Kelly Ramazani and I'll be keeping you company up until 2 o'clock. You are in safe hands.
In the sands of ancient Arabia, a light began to shine. A man of truth and mercy with a heart so divine. From the Mount of Hira, a message came to him. A prophet for the ages to guide us from within. Oh Muhammad, a messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer you prayed, you showed the path of mercy, the light that never fades. In the face of adversity, you stood so strong and true. With kindness and with wisdom, you showed what faith can do. From Mecca to Medina, your journey paved the way. A legacy of love and hope we honor every day. A messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer you prayed, you showed the path of mercy, the light that never fades. Oh, In the prayers that we offer, in the lives that we lead, your message lives within us, in every word and every deed. Oh Muhammad, in you we find our way. Your light will always guide us through each and every day. Oh Muhammad, a messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer you prayed, you showed the path of mercy, the light that never fades.
Oh Muhammad by Ibrahim. What a beautiful nasheed. We've got more coming your way. It is 90.4 FM. That's where you're at right now. We are talking all things career, but I want to hear from you. I see some of your messages. I'll attend to them shortly. So normally what we do here on the show, we talk about soft skills. And every week we pick one soft skill that is highly important for you to develop, for you to learn. And this could help you in your professional life, but also in your private life. We also talk about careers that are in demand. You know, every week we pick a spotlight interview for a profession that we ask them, how is it happening in their side? What is the latest? What are some of the challenges? What are some of the rewards? And we get that insight, the kind of information that you will not find on Google, because if you do Google right now, what career is in demand, you will get a few or maybe a lot. But realistically speaking, some of those careers are probably irrelevant in some countries. Okay, so you need me. I'm the plug. A little marketing here and there. So for now, we are going to be talking about a soft skill called teamwork and collaboration. And I know you probably have heard this if you did LO at school. You're like, yeah, our ma'am used to put us in groups, because they told us the importance of teamwork and collaborations. And maybe you made it to varsity and you still work, in group projects, and you managed to land a job and you still see the need to work in groups. And you're like, oh, come on, when is it ending? It's not going to end. Yeah, it's not going to end, because as human beings, we relate with one another. We need each other. So we are constantly reaching out to the next person. And because of that, it is important for you to be a team player. You need to know how to be a team player. Don't be a backstabber. Okay. Okay. Let's focus on the topic. Right. So how do you develop teamwork and collaboration skills? You will need to be able to share responsibilities and build a relationship with your colleagues. Now, when we say build a relationship with your colleagues, we do not mean the relationships that you're building at work. Okay, we are aware management, HR, is informing us of some of the relationships that are happening at work. Not that. We need you to keep it professional, okay? When we talk about relationships at work, we mean that friendly relationship, that approachable person kind of relationship where your colleagues can feel free to ask you for assistance, okay? Where you also have a boundary, of course, where you draw the line and be like, unfortunately, that's beyond my capacity or capabilities, but I can refer you to so-and-so. They might be a good candidate. That kind of thing, Nothing too hectic. However, it is very important for you to be a team player. And I'm emphasizing on this. I'm actually insisting on this because let me share with you a little story, my story. Okay. I was raised with the mindset, do with what you have. If you don't have it, then do without it. Okay. That was the mindset that I was raised with. That was the rule in my house. Now, growing up, I've always relied on my ability to make it work. Okay. Alhamdulillah. It's a great skill to have. I can say I'm highly creative, highly independent, but sometimes it's a fault, because when you are exposed to a setting where there are other people from different backgrounds, different walks of life, you are not thinking about the next person. You're only thinking about yourself. How are you going to get this job done? So it's easy for you to be in a group of people and yet somehow isolate everybody else because I can get it done. I can do it myself. I don't need anybody. But when I began to unlearn a few things, I realized that's actually a trauma response. Now it's funny because a trauma response, but I haven't experienced any traumatic incidents. Then it came to my realization that, OMG, this is how my parents have been surviving. This is what they were exposed to, and that's what they carried with them. Maybe it had worked for them, but for me, it's not working because now you're in a group of people and you're experiencing burnouts because you're surrounded by people, but nobody is helping. You're the only person doing the work, but that's because you're not asking people to help you. You need to ask. You need to learn to reach out. And for me, that was a big task. I couldn't reach out to people. I didn't know how to tell somebody, help me with this. Oh, hey, I'm going through this and this. Will you be of assistance? Or would you like to, share an idea or suggestion? I didn't know how to do that because I always believe that you do with what you can, or you do with what you have. And if it's not within your reach, do without it. It does not work in the workplace. It does not work at school. It does not work in life. When you are struggling with whatever it is, this is a show that deals with careers, but this is life. We're human beings, we're living. So you might be dealing with anything and you find that you are struggling with something. Reach out. Ask for help. And that's the only way you will know if the people around you are real. Yeah. When you're going through trials, when you're going through challenges, and they stick around or they're able to help, that's when you know that, hey, I am with the right people. So do not fear reaching out. Oh, you feel like you were a burden. Oh, you feel like you are this. No. That's just your mind. You're overthinking. Reach out to people who specialize in that skill or in that field or that expertise. And you'll see life is easy. Life is easy. So how do you practice this at work? And why does it matter? It matters because most jobs require collaboration. And you're probably saying, but my job doesn't require. The second there's a meeting, there's collaboration there. There's teamwork there. Yeah. Apart from arranging that whole meeting and structuring it and who's going to speak and after this so-and-so is going to speak. But there's also how you can learn from the next person and how you can relate with what they share, the ideas, the suggestions, the struggles. You don't have to go through it to learn from it. You can learn from the next person and you have to be able to open yourself up. So teamwork and collaboration is the soft skill that we picked for this week. And we ask you, when I keep saying we, just understand that it's me, myself, and I, but I prefer saying we than I. So that's the soft skill that we picked for this week. And we ask you to learn and adapt and find ways that you can become a team player, a team member. It's as easy as you going home today and asking everybody at home, hi guys, does anybody need my help? Yeah, that would be a good start. Go home and be useful. Tell everybody, guys, I'm here. I want to be a part of this family. I want to be a part of this organization. If anybody needs me, let me know. I'm ready to do my best. I'm ready to give it my best shot. I'm sure they'll ask you what happened to you. But never mind. You gave it a try. Okay. So your message is on 060-904-1056. What would you like for me to present to you here on Career Compass? Would you like for me to keep it as career structured as it is, or you have a few ideas, few suggestions? This is me reaching out to you. This is me being vulnerable. Okay. So take it. 060-904-1056. I love the fact that I'm getting messages on my WhatsApp, and I have to touch my phone to read those messages. I will do that, but I also ask you to please send it via the Al-Ansar WhatsApp 060-904-1056. Up next, we're talking about side hustles. Which side hustles do you think we will pick for this week? You are on Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani. Shout out to Asif, who is the tech on duty. And if you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube, shout out to you and stay tuned.
WhatsApp us now on 060-904-1056.
Education, health, dignity, empowerment. These wishes all begin with water. Africa Muslims Agency is committed to providing clean water to the thousands who still live without this basic human right. Support us in giving the best of charities. Provide a water well for 16,500 Rand or a borehole for 55,000 Rand in Afghanistan or 65,000 Rand in Africa. Gain Thawabi Jariyah and help communities to reach their full potential. Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Get ready for an exciting weekend of fun and entertainment at the King Farm Agri Fair on 17th and 18th of May. There's something for everyone, from thrilling rides, fun games, scrumptious food, amazing stalls, live entertainment, and premium livestock for Qurbani on view too. So head down with your family and friends to 10 Georgedale Road, Caterridge. Entrance is free. King Farm Agri Fair. It's the perfect way to spend your weekend. King Farm is part of the Phoenix Group of companies.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly brought to you by Turkiya, the Modest Boutique, 580 Ridge Road, Demure Couture for the discerning.
So whenever you're looking for a provider, you're always going to be looking for a couple of things. You're going to be looking for a provision that is strong. So if you're looking for an internet provider, you want somebody who will give you high download speeds. If you're looking for a cell phone provider, you're going to want somebody who will give you a strong connection. But then number two, you're also going to look for a provision that is unwavering and unshakable. Because you don't want somebody who will give you really high internet speeds, but you can't depend on it. It's always cutting off. You are not going to want to have a network that will get you great signal, but as soon as you move anywhere, it disconnects. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he calls himself Al-Mateen, the unwavering, the unshakable, he ties that to the idea of provision. When he says, Inna Allah huwa razzaq dhul quwwati al-mateen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the provider who is strong and is unwavering, so that when you rely on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you recognize that his provision is never going to be cut off and he's never going to be unable to provide.
The names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is proudly brought to you by Turkiya, the Modest Boutique, 580 Ridge Road, Demure Couture for the discerning.
Turkiya brings to you the Modest Boutique, where elegance meets style and exclusivity meets you. Come in and view our personally handpicked range of exceptional quality garments for every occasion, from timeless classics to the latest trends in a range of fabrics to suit your taste. Abayas, top coats, dresses, scarves, and accessories. Let us bring out the diva in you. We offer you a truly relaxing shopping experience, secure on-site parking, open 7 days a week. Follow us on Instagram at Turkiya_Dublin or call 083-786-1065. Turkiya, Demure Couture for the discerning, 580 Ridge Road.
Radio Al Ansar, 24/7, 365.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
लाखों सलाम लाखों सलाम लाखों सलाम मुस्तफा जाने रहमत पे लाखों सलाम शम्माए बज़ में हिदायत पे लाखों सलाम हम गरीबों के आका पे बेहद दरूद हम गरीबों के आका पे बेहद दरूद हम फकीरों की सरबत पे लाखों सलाम शम्माए बज़ में हिदायत पे लाखों सलाम लाखों सलाम लाखों सलाम शहरे यारे इरम ताजदारे हरम शहरे यारे इरम ताजदारे हरम नौबहारे शिफात पे लाखों सलाम मुस्तफा जाने रहमत लाखों सलाम शम्माए बज़ में हिदायत पे लाखों सलाम उसकी बातों की लज़्ज़त पे लाखों दुरूद
30 minutes past 1 o'clock. You are on 90.4 FM. If you just tuned in right now, Radio Al Ansar. If you're in Durban, 105.6 FM. If you're in PMB and anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. My name is Kelly Ramazani and I'll be keeping you company up until 2 o'clock, which is just a few minutes from now. Career Campus has moved from Saturday to now Thursdays, 1 to 2 p.m. So make it a date. And of course, I'm asking you things that you would like me to discuss, some of the careers that you are interested in. We've got a lot of messages regarding concerns about bosses and about ill treatments and discrimination that takes place in the workplace, in the workforce. I want to tap into that, but I don't know if right now would be a good time. But some people say there is no better time than now. So yes, we will dedicate a segment for that to address some of the common stresses that people face at work, and of course solutions. Because why are we talking about it with no solutions? Okay, we will find the solutions on how to make work environments much better. And if there is no improvement, then it brings you to the questions: what then? Will you just walk out? Will you wait for plan B then walk out? Or do you take it further to court? But it is a sad reality that many people leave their homes, their families to spend 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours, depending on your shift, to an environment that is detrimental to your health. And it's a big concern because we need sources of income, to have a good life, to be able to afford life. But now when it comes to you having to decide between your mental health and your source of income, then that's a tough one. How do you do that? How do you handle that? What do you do if you are caught up in a toxic work environment? What do you do? What if it's your boss? What if it's your manager? What if it's your colleagues? How do you handle that? I've seen your messages. Inshallah, we will make note of it and we'll talk about that. I've also want to ask you the kind of guests that you want. There was a time that we had Gen Zs that came on, and we wanted to keep it fresh. I wanted to keep it light, and I wanted to speak to the younger generations. They have got massive ideas on how to improve life at all, life in general, I mean. And, the older generation just thinks that they're so rude, they're so rude. This younger generation lacks patience. They don't get it. And because of that, I thought it would be a good idea if we could have a nice debate between the older folks and the younger folks. I think that would be nice, don't you think? I think it would be nice. Like the younger folks would tell us what is that they're struggling to understand from the older folks, and the older folks will tell us what is that they want the younger folks to improve and develop on or in. I think it would be nice. What do you think? What do you say to that thought? 0609041056. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me quickly. I also thought of the idea of having a debate of 9 to 5 versus freelancer. Where do you think the future is heading? Or what do you think is important? I know some people are going to come up and say, Kels, that's ridiculous. I mean, as a doctor or as anybody that is needed in society, you can't be a freelancer. Well, you can. But again, it's not up to me to decide. It's up to you. I'm taking the back seat, and I'm allowing you to decide. You let me know what are some of the ideas that you have. I've also got a lineup of nasheeds. You decide what type of nasheeds you'd like to hear, what type of energy, what kind of energy you'd like me to vibrate in, because I'm very capable of vibrating in high frequencies, just that I like to be mid for safer reasons, for safety reasons. Nevertheless, what I am asking you is that I want to shape this show, this 1 hour, with your voice. So I do appreciate your suggestions. I do appreciate your feedback. feel free, let me know on 060-904-1056. If you are stuck in traffic, or if you're listening during your lunch break, or if you're chilling at home, or if you're working, like I said in the beginning, and you're multitasking and you want to know, okay, how can I benefit from this hour listening to Kelly? Whatever you are doing, I welcome you into my company, and thank you for choosing me to keep you company. Now, we spoke about a soft skill before the break. Up next, we are speaking about side hustle. Every week, we pick a side hustle that is within your convenience. Okay, this is something that is flexible. We try not to decide on something that is time consuming, because you could be a full-time worker and you're just not making ends meet. You're like, I need extra bucks. What can I do for the time being? Maybe during my lunch break, or maybe, something short and quick, but very efficient, that will be able to give in a extra stream of income. Right. We talked about digital marketing, how you can use social media to your advantage. We talked about you having the ability to pitch to your local stores that do not have a social media presence and say, hey, this is where the world is moving. Everybody's going remotely, and I think you've got such a great business that can offer many people value, but you need to reach a wider audience. Let me help you. We spoke about that. We spoke about becoming a brand ambassador. We spoke about videography and photography. We spoke about makeup being a booming industry and how you can do that on the weekends, on your free time. We spoke about, oh my God, so many things. And we're still going to talk about so many more to come. But also, one thing that I notice is necessary for as long as schools will be around is tuition. Yeah. I think tuition is a good side hustle. You can pick a module if you're in university, or a subject if you're still in high school, that you master in. You understand this in your sleep. Like, you are so good at it. Like, if they wake you up right now and they give you an exam, you'll ace it. Okay. You pick on that module, that subject. And then you create a short bio of who you are. My name is Kelly Ramazani, and I think I'm excellent in in what? Okay, never mind. But I know what I'm excellent in. And I put it there, and you say why you are great at the subject, why you're a great tutor, why you're a great, I don't know what you want to add there. You could pull out your records. I've worked with this company, or I've helped this person ace the exam, or I've, a little history of who you are and what you do. And then you put your rate, and you put your time, your schedule. I always tell people it is a brilliant idea to volunteer. Okay, whatever you do at first, don't always put the money first. As much as it is important, I've reached a point where I can't MC, I can't write a script, I can't do content production, or, speak for free, unfortunately, because I put in the work. I've done that for many years, and alhamdulillah, I've reached a stage where I think I'm good at it, and I charge people for it, right? I'm a voiceover artist. Alhamdulillah, I do have some gigs that I charge people for. However, before that, I did a lot of free work. Okay. If you are new to this industry, or even if you are good at this industry, but you don't have the exposure that you need or you think you deserve, it will be a great idea to tell people, listen, I'm going to help you with this. And once you get the satisfaction that you are looking for, okay, don't use that word. That is a terrible word. Forgive me for my lack of vocabulary, but you know which word you're going to use. Okay, once you get your desired outcome, or if you maybe meet your target, then you pay me based on how well you're going to see my work, right? Something like that. If you are certain, if you're 100% comfortable, you're 100% sure that there is nobody that can do what you do like you. But if you know that you are average, don't use that word, okay? Use something else. And give it a test, give it a try. Tutor somebody or offer this course to somebody and wait. Delayed gratification. That's the word I'm looking for. Delayed gratification is such an important skill, an important, at this point, it is an important way of living life. You need to be able to say, okay, maybe not today, but tomorrow, inshallah. You need to be able to delay that gratification. You don't need instant outcomes right now. And I know we're in the era of internet and we need speed and everything needs to be fast, but sometimes delay it for a bit. Okay. I'll give myself a few more months to master the skill. For now, I'll do the work for free, or I'll do it at this low rate, or maybe just cover my transportation, whatever it is. Once you're good, make sure you build yourself up with the skill, with the network, and then boom, charge for it. I do that. And then after that, you can start offering it to these students and you can take testimonials from these students. Okay. You have to be patient and consistent. It's not going to happen overnight where you're going to have a classroom full of learners. It's word of mouth. You help somebody pass their module, they will guarantee you to the next person. I failed accounting. I'm not proud of it, but put me where the words are. Don't put me where the numbers are. Okay. Numbers confuse me. I think that's a justified excuse. Never mind. So I failed accounting and I'm like, shucks, I need to pass all my modules for me to graduate. Okay. And I'm like, what do I do? And I reached out to some of my friends. They're like, friend, we had so-and-so help us, you know. I reach out to this person and he tells me, yeah, I'm able to do that. I've helped so-and-so. I've worked with so-and-so and I've got some good feedback, some good reviews, but I charged this much. It was way above my budget. And I'm like, damn it. What do I do? What do I do? I trust in YouTube. I YouTube everything. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to YouTube it. I YouTube it and I tried and I tried and I tried. I still failed my supplementary exam. Wow. That's when my dad was like, yeah, I think it's time you reach out to people that know what they're doing, right? So I went back to this person and I said, hey, can you help me for this rate? It's within my budget. And this person told me a beautiful story. I started without charging people, blah, 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 but I'm well qualified now. I have to charge you because I depend on it now. It was my side hustle that developed into a booming full-time job. Okay, fine. I realized I can't deal with this person's, I can't satisfy this person's rate. I have to look somewhere else. So I asked my cousin. Believe you me, my cousin is a genius at accounting and we did not know. Nobody knew. So don't be that person. That's why I'm sharing with you the story. Moral of the story is be comfortable in exposing yourself. Hey, my name is so-and-so and I think I'm a great public speaker. My name is so-and-so and I think I'm a great voiceover artist. My name is so-and-so and I think I'm a great content producer. My name is so-and-so. This is what I do and I think I'm good at it. You know, expose yourself. Let people know who you are and what you do best, because when they're looking for somebody in that field, they will refer people to you. My cousin taught me accounting in 1 hour. I was able to understand 2 chapters, something that I failed tremendously. And I was like, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, why don't you tell people who you are? Like, what do you do? And he's like, I'm shy. You are shy. Okay. But anyways, moral of the story, I got to rewrite again accounting and ta-da, I passed with a 50%. That is something. Nevertheless, what I'm saying is do put yourself out there, expose yourself. And if you are scared, then don't charge 1 or 2 people. Tell them, okay, let me do it. Let me just help you and give me testimonials or give me reviews of my work and gather that. Once you have the experience, you have the reviews, you have the testimonials, you're ready to go. Expose yourself. And now it's so easy, especially with social media. Put it out there, let everybody know. And that's the soft skill the side hustle that we're picking for this week, private tuition. You could do that. It's a good income. You earn per hour. Some people might disagree because they've been in this industry for so long and they know the ins and outs of it. I would love to hear from you if you're one of those people, because I'm here giving out a suggestion based on what I have observed or what I've seen, not what I know that I went through. Okay, I've never tutored anybody, but I have worked with people that have asked me to teach them some of the things I know. I'm a horrible teacher. I'm not going to lie to you because I don't understand why you're not understanding what I'm teaching you. So that is the curse of knowledge. Many people that know something don't understand why people don't know. Until you learn patience, then you become a good teacher. It's also high in demand. Tuition will forever be in demand, like I told you. As long as school is there, there will always be a need for somebody to explain or simplify that knowledge. So it is always in demand. Flexible hours, it's 1 hour depending on your schedule. If you want to do on weekends and public holidays, if you want to do weekdays, it's up to you. It's up to you. And also it's a low startup cost. Any business that you want to go into, just look for low startup cost, added value, which brings value to the human life, and something that is relevant. Once you get those three, you're done. You're good to go. And it's low startup cost. Like I said, you can do it online with your laptop or your phone. I don't think your phone would be a good idea, but you get what I'm saying. Just have strong network or Wi-Fi or fiber, whichever method you're going to use. And that's it. That's it. You can do it in your personal space. You can go to the people. It depends on whichever way you're going to do it. So that is the soft skill for this week. Coming up next, we are talking about degrees that are in demand locally and globally. For now, I want you to listen to this.
In the dunya, it all starts from struggle. But for every struggle, there's always a remedy. All I do is chase. I've been chasing all my life, still running to the money. I can see it in my face. I've been looking like I'm tired all the time. Looking for more sin, take a break. But if I don't work, who's gonna feed the family? Tell them everything's okay. Now I'm thinking to myself, Allah will provide. All I have to do is pray.
I've been through the struggle, I can talk about it. I really lived a life, I speak, don't walk around it. I nurtured what I got, I built a home around it. But before I could, I had to live my life without it. And that's the hard part. Thoughts in the dark park. Thought I'd had the last laugh, but laughing was the last task. And now it's different, there's peace in the struggle. Let me talk you through the final piece of the puzzle. Fall in love with sin, then tell me how the fire tastes. I don't need a dirty life, I'm watching from a higher place. I was on the road alone and you were watching home alone. I'm soaking cold and overgrown, but still I'm watched by higher grace. And now I'm talking fire by the fireplace, reminiscing on my past and the trial phase. I can say I did it when the Lord's on your side. You really live without a limit.
All I do is chase. I've been chasing all my life, still running to the money. I can see it in my face. I've been looking like I'm tired all the time. Looking from the more sin, take a break. But if I don't work, who's gonna feed the family? Tell them everything's okay. Now I'm thinking to myself, Allah will provide. All I have to do is pray. Praying for a better life, forgetting about the afterlife. Forgive me every day. Lonely drives on the end of my mind, thinking I need to settle one day. Living life as it comes, time peace, telling times I can't even get away. They say this life's short, but I'm in this race, trying to find peace up in the chase. They didn't tell me from the start, the world will give you lessons and just leave you in the dark. Spending time finding lights, falling apart. I guess you learn a lot from the pieces of your past. But they didn't tell me from the start. You at the door. See inside, told me about your wall. I guess you learn a lot from the pieces of your past. All I do is chase.
All I do is chase.
I've been chasing all my life, still running to the money. I can see it in my face. I've been looking like I'm tired all the time. Looking from the more sin.
You've arrived at your destination. You're listening to Career Compass on Radio Al Ansar.
Plan your dream holiday with the specialist, World of Travel, as we pride ourselves in offering you the best in Hajj and Umrah. We also offer travel packages to the Middle East, Far East, and many more exotic destinations. Call our professional travel consultants now on 031 20 8877 or view our website www.worldoftravel.co.za. Visit us at 44 Crescent Street as memorable journeys begin with World of Travel by Irshad Malik.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
Sponsor an orphan, and you'll help support a vulnerable child to have the education they've always dreamed of, so they can build a brighter future. You'll be feeding a hungry stomach and a hungry mind with knowledge that will last them a lifetime. That's the power of an education. Sponsor an orphan now with Islamic Relief.
Pack your bags for an amazing tour to magical Iran. Yes, it's a real eye-opener on many levels. Shiraz, Isfahan, Tehran, lovely, vibrant cities, spectacular palaces, manicured gardens, and beautiful parks. Very friendly people. If you see someone running, it's a South African running to buy bags to fill with the incredible shopping. Yes, shopping is crazy. The guides and the hotels are excellent. Seats are selling out fast. Departure is the 21st May. Call or WhatsApp AB Dowji on 082-352-3526. The word is Maja.
Able to disable, give the gift of giving. Every step matters. For many, mobility is a dream. This drive provides wheelchairs and walkers to those who need them most. Your generosity can restore independence, dignity, and freedom. Help us bring the joy of movement to someone today. Together, we can transform lives. Donate now. Empower the disabled. Call Outreach on 031-208-1601.
Radio Al-Ansar, 24/7, 365.
Career Compass with Kelly Ramazani.
Woke up with the light, the sky so blue upon my eyes, with a thankful heart. Today is another brand new start. I feel so positive, just wanna do my best to show this world I'm living in all of the love that I can give you. There are many things that I can do, many things, yeah, can make me feel so close to you. Oh, within my heart can be removed. Within my heart when I'm loving you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, every day's a good day. Put my life in your hands, Allah. You will always lead my way. Oh, every day's a good day. Give my life to you, Allah. You will always lead my way. I love this morning.
Every day is a good day. I believe so. And today is definitely an awesome day. It is 5 minutes to 2 o'clock on 90.4 FM, 105.6 FM Radio Al-Ansar. My name is Kelly Ramazani and I'm wrapping up now. We were supposed to talk about careers that do not require a degree and all the likes, but we're going to skip all that right through degrees that are in demand locally and internationally. Now, if you know the show, we've always been talking about technology and how that is the booming industry, and that's the right path to go. Surprisingly, I'm going to be interviewing tomorrow a person that was in the IT industry but left it for the food industry, and he's doing exceptionally well and he loves it there. He's happy. So maybe in future I will bring along, these kind of people within our societies who left the careers that we all thought is the way of life. That's the only way you'll make it in life. And they left it and they follow the passion. So when it comes to finance versus passion, what do you go for? I think it will be an interesting take. We'll do that from next week, Thursday. Speaking about next week, we've got the DSF Durban Shopping Fest happening from the 25th of April to the 28th. Would love to see you there at the Durban Exhibition Center. You know how it is. The vibes are always high. We do these events for you. So do come through. Come in large numbers. Come with the family. Come with friends. Come with the whole neighborhood. We've got enough space to accommodate you all. Shopping galore. Shop till you drop. That is next week on the 25th of April. On the 25th of April, 26th, 27th, and 28th. Now, quickly before we wrap up, careers that are in demand locally and globally. Like I said, the tech industry forever going to be in demand in the next few years to come. That's because AI, robots, they are all now booming, and you need people that are going to program these gadgets, you know, these machines. So there's a vast careers that are in demand within the IT industry. If you give it a try 100%, you will definitely find your niche there. Medicine also, or anything healthcare, it's also in good demand. I mean, cosmetics and surgeries are now transforming to the unthinkable. You know, it's advanced to a point where we can't believe our eyes. Like, they can turn you into a Barbie doll or into an animal, into whatever you want. It's so crazy. It's so fascinating, you know. So that too is in demand. Food will forever be in demand, but it depends now. The career that I'm going to pick for this week is part of engineering, and that is petroleum engineering. I want to go into details, but time is not on our side. Just Google it, find out what are the requirements, which countries are asking for this profession. And I'm going to say to you what I've always been saying. If you are going to study a career or a degree, do not restrict yourself to only that which is needed in South Africa. Be able to spread your wings. Look for international requirements or demands, you know, because life is not promising anywhere. So you have to be able to adapt, to be flexible, to move. Maybe today you're here, tomorrow you're not here, you're going to be somewhere else. Spread your wings, fly as high as you like, okay? And that is all I have to say to you. Find your purpose and leave your mark. Jazakallah khair so much to everybody that sent in the messages on my phone. Jazakallah to Asif as well. Jazakallah to everybody that was watching us on YouTube and on Facebook, to everybody that was tuning in either from home, stuck on traffic, or wherever. Thank you for being a part of this amazing initiative to bring awareness to the youth and create a platform where they are able to not just be informed and educated, but also be entertained. Okay, be entertained, because coming up in the next Thursdays to come, we've got lots of entertainment. We've got lots of debates of controversial topics that we'll bring right here on the airwaves of Radio Al Ansar. Jazakallah, and that's all I have to say to you. Thank you. Do what you do best at the best that you can do it. That's all I have to say to you. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you next week, Thursday, same time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. It is now official.
Every day's a good day. I put my life in your hands. Allah.